We're continuing our interview with Dr. Ali Elsamman, President of the International Union for Intercultural and Religious Dialogue and Educational Peace, as well as the ex-advisor of President Sadat, who will continue talking to us about the various phases of his life. Doctor, earlier you mentioned that you lived in France for 35 years. When did you move back to Egypt?
Moved back, that was very soon, I think, because even when President Sadat came,
Yeah, and
he nominated me as his
advisor, yes.
But very strangely, to say to why I continued in France,
Yeah.
that he said, yes, he is my advisor in Egypt during the war of 70, before the war of 73, to prepare a new, for media,
Yes.
to prepare a new approach for information and media. That's what he wants. He wants us, frankly speaking, and that's important to signal, to speak the same language outside and inside. That was the policy and choice of Sadat.
So
I worked with him 2 years, but he insisted that I must keep my job
abroad,
which I obtained when President Nasser was president.
Yes.
And as I said to you, when he said, yes, you was a troublemaker, but we appreciate that you never attacked your country and so on. And then he gave instructions to nominate me. So I was director for Europe for the Egyptian radio and television. So he said, keep your office in Paris. And that I understood the meaning when the 5th of October, 73, they say to me now, without knowing that the second day is the war, they say to me, please to leave abroad.
Yeah.
And I said, but the airport is shut. Say it doesn't matter, you can go via Libya, and from Libya you go out. And then the second day morning, the officer who accompanied me to help, I was astonished that he took me to the airport, which was supposed to be shut.
Yes.
And I found it open 6th of October at 9 o'clock morning. But that was a part of the big game of what we say.
To camouflage or
camouflage, And that was written in the book of Dayan, how when he shut the airport, Golda Meir was furious against him to say, now you understood that because you are obsessed of your orgueil, your
the ego,
you always said that never Sadat can dare to make the war, and now we are
at war.
Some hours we shall have the war, because if he shut the airport, meaning there is an emergency.
Yes.
And when he opened it, he said that I went back to Golda Meir to take a revenge for my dignity. I say, you see, he shall never find. Some hours later, the war was there, but I was ready. Outside the country, I took Air France at 9 o'clock and I arrived.
He needed you abroad to be able to give Egypt's point of view and reflect it to the world.
Exactly. Yes. That was his thought. And that he was a man, we must say, a man of vision.
You've worked with, or you've met and you've worked with him, you've worked with Sadat. How would you describe Sadat in these 2 years that you worked with his government?
He don't go never to details. He stay in the level of big decisions. He have a vision. He give you the vision and to work on it. Second, when he trusts you, it is done.
Mm-hmm.
You have full authority. And imagine when I was in France,
Yes.
he never had been upset that I accepted the third day of the war to assist in a studio of television in France in an exchange in front of an Israeli journalist.
Yes.
I took the responsibility and I sent him a telegram to say, Mr. President, I took the responsibility and the risk, because it is a risk,
Yes.
to accept the confrontation with an Israeli. Because,
How did that confrontation go? What was the main topics that which were tackled?
yes, in 73 they want to be victims.
Yes.
And I say you cannot be a victim and power of occupation.
Mm-hmm.
The only conflict between us and you is to be or not to have an independent, free land. You occupied it. My duty is to liberate that. And that is a part of the history of the whole countries in the world.
You were awarded many awards. Out of these awards, which is the closest to your heart?
I want to confess to you, I never have been sensitive to a word.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Perhaps that is the influence of Jean-Paul Sartre on me.
Mm-hmm.
He never accepted decorations. And as you see on my clothes, never had been a decoration. And that's not to be too much proud. No, no. I always consider that the real reward, until I was dealing with media and to speak at the television,
Yes.
is the appreciation of the public.
Mm-hmm.
If they say what you said, we appreciate, that is the daily decoration for you. But
Yeah.
the decoration to say, I am an important man, even France, people can fight to have the decoration Légion d'honneur and to have it and put. A lot of my students, if I can use the word, obtained it. And I think one of advisors of President Sadat, he say, Ali, we must prepare the dossier to give you the decoration. I said to him, that's your job. You can prepare it, but don't count on me. And so on. No, that's...
Is there any type of honoring that you were more emotional about, that was like the people, the way they received you, or with special memories, or they are all alike?
The best was one day when the Pope Shenouda, in front of everybody, he say, I yesterday, before coming, made a prayer for Ali
Wow.
to protect him.
Dr. Ali Saman, what are your wishes for Egypt?
For today,
Yes.
that everybody to be honest and courageous enough to say the priority is for economy, economy, economy.
Yes.
Those who had the will and honesty to read the situation at the central bank and the figures and the danger in 2 or 3 months is maximum in front of us, can find that there is no two ways. There is one way, as I said to you,
Yes.
to go to the economy, how to help, what to do. And we had a lot of means, a lot of chances. Second thing,
Yes.
because I always link development, economy, and the security.
Yes.
Security first, then economy.
Yes.
There is no economy, and there is no development without the coming back of the calm to the street, and to put an end for all these trouble.
Yes.
The role of all these troublemakers,
And
all
the
those who are
riotings.
against the law. That is not accepted. And we must all do something. It's not only the job of our Minister of Interior, who is doing a lot, but the job of every person in the country.
Dr. Ali Elsamman, thank you very much for this interview.
Thank you, and good luck for you.
Thank you.
In today's Eye of Horus, we're going to visit the Ceramics Museum, so let's view it together.